Welcome to my video. I like to come here and talk about real estate investing. I'm a real estate investor out here in the Texas market. So I just like to give game and information to help people out that are getting started. So let's get into it. So look, a lot of this that I talk about, believe it or not, it really starts with one simple thing. It's 80% of this and the other 20% is the strategies and methods. And I talk about this all the time. But the reality of it is that when it comes to doing this and doing this real estate game, what I'm saying is this: it starts in the mindset, okay? And it also starts with how you speak to yourself. Talking how you talk to yourself, or the way you speak to yourself shapes your future. The way you talk, whether it's negative and or positive, it truly does set the future. If you sit and talk to yourself in a positive mindset, I'm going to get started in real estate. I'm going to make some changes in my life. I'm going to be successful. Eventually, when you treat yourself like that and talk like that, eventually that's what's going to happen. It's going to fall into place. On the other side, if you speak negative, right, and you're going to say, well, I don't really think I can do it right now. I'm not ready. Those things come to play. If you don't believe me, watch your life and you'll see what I'm talking about. Most people talk with negativity. They always say, well, I can't do it right now. Well, I don't have the money. Well, the time is not right. And guess what? You get just that. That's why people fail. I was in a situation in my life, just like everybody else. I was going through some hard times. I was struggling when I first started. But I promise you, I wasn't ready. I didn't have enough money. I didn't have the credentials, the credit, and I certainly didn't have the information. But I started, and I started scared. I started alone. I started with uncertainty. I started with fear. But I wasn't going to stop because I knew that was just the beginning step. So be careful how you speak to yourself, because I can assure you, whatever you speak, you're going to get it. And look, this is not an overnight habit. Make this a habit by speaking to yourself with positivity. Even when things don't look good, still continue to speak with positivity. You're not lying to yourself, you're leading yourself. Okay, there's a big difference. When you speak with positivity and you do it consistently, again, that's not lying to yourself. You're leading to yourself what you are going to be in the future. So this is like really, really important. And this is one of the things I learned first out, getting into real estate. I had to shape my mind right? I had to get my mindset right. I had to get around the right people that were positive and successful so I could see it and then I could hear it from them. So I was feeding my mindset, and once I was feeding my mindset, it became a habit. Then once I became it a habit, guess what? Things started to happen in my favor. But I wasn't ready when I got started, because ready is an emotion. It's a feeling, right? And feelings go up and down. So many people talk about that they're not ready, and then you don't go forward. Well, guess what? You spoke it into existence. But instead of saying, I'm not ready, say, let's get started. Where do I sign up? Where do I join? Just that small outcome of speaking is going to position you to move forward. You don't have to go get a real estate today, but make small, tiny steps by getting in the right rooms. And this is what's going to lead you to success. Every little single step that you do. And what's going to happen is you're going to start doing things when you're not ready, because it's not about ready. You start to train your mindset to start moving forward even when you're not in the condition to do it. That's the key right there. So I wasn't ready to speak all the time in front of people. I wasn't ready to, network with people. But I knew one thing: if I got in the room like I was supposed to, things were going to start lining up, because ready is an emotion. So again, think about how we speak to ourselves, because even when nobody's looking or nobody's listening, it's still very, very important. Be careful how you speak to yourself, because it can lead you to success or it can lead you to failure. And I hope this resonates with somebody out here. That's why I come out here and teach this with passion, because real estate can really change your life if you take the opportunity to want to make a change. I know for me, for those that know my story, I used to work at these plants. I got very sick and tired of it. I was drained, and I knew the system wasn't working. So what did I have to do? Every single day I went to these plants that I didn't like, I told myself I will get into real estate. And then finally I got into it. And then after that, it was just a habit. Everything I did and said, it came true. It wasn't overnight. It took me time to figure this out and learn it. But over time, I became better at it, right? And it became just that. It became a habit. I don't say I'm not ready. Where do I get started? Just saying that small thing right there can lead you to take action. Very, very, very important. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Share this. See you in the next video.